Hola, I'm Fivers, and in today's video we're going to take a look at the latest gacha mobile gaming news from the last week. As usual, I just try to collect all the news that I personally find most interesting and that I think most of you will like to see. But if you want me to talk about a game you're really enjoying, just let me know in the comment sections and I will check it out. Last week was actually full of news. We're gonna talk about the global launch of Aether Gazer and Outerplane, the upcoming update for Honkai Star Rail and much more. So take a seat and welcome to the weekly gacha and mobile gaming news episode 7. As I have mentioned last week, Aether Gazer was launched on May 23, and let me tell you, the global launch was even better than I have expected. And I think that it was even better than the developers have even imagined, probably. The day after the global release, the developers announced that the game has reached 500,000 downloads. This is a really good amount of downloads for a gacha game in the first day. And I honestly think that is even a better number than it seems, because I didn't see that much promo for this game. So I'm surprised that the game got all of these downloads in just one day without that much advertisement. But not only that, after 4 days of the global launch, they have announced that the game has reached the incredible amount of 1 million downloads. This is why I have said that I was surprised about how well the game did on their launch. Of course, not everything was perfect. Apparently, there was a problem with the audio of the game at the beginning, but they fixed it fast. No bigger problems really. Honestly, I have tried the game for a bit, and as far as I can say, the game is fun to play. The story has full voice cover. As I have said in the past, I think that this should be a must for the standard of nowadays, so I can't complain in this aspect, but the plot of the story is not that original in my opinion. So I would say that the story is actually a bit boring, but you can always skip it, so... Besides that, the gameplay feels really nice, and as I have said, I think that the game is fun to play. It feels like the community has also liked the game for now. So it seems like this genre has some extra space for games like Punishing Red Raven. I honestly think that after watching how well this game worked for now, Hoyoverse can take some notes of this launch, and they also can confirm that there is actually a lot of people willing to play games like PGR or Aether Gazer. So I'm sure that these are good news for their upcoming game called Zenless Zone Zero. For now, Aether Gazer has presented their new character called Tsukuyomi that you can actually summon on the game right now. So what do you think about Aether Gazer so far? I would like to hear your opinion about the game so far, so let me know in the comment section if you're actually enjoying this new game. Moving on now to the other game that has just got a global launch is Outerplane. Outerplane is the new game developed by Small Gate Holdings. The game is an action strategy, with a turn-based combat system and some gacha elements as the way to obtain the characters. Yeah, you have heard well. This game has been developed by the developers of one of the most famous gacha games of all time. I'm talking about Epic 7. So yeah, it seems like they finally made the decision of creating a new game. And if you are like me, you will ask yourself, okay, they have made a new game, but it will not be the exact same game as Epic 7 with just a different skin, right? I'm sure they have tried a different type of combat or something like that. Well, of course it's not just the exact same game as Epic 7 with just a different skin, but at the same time the answer is also yes. They honestly didn't try to innovate at all, and they just made a game repeating what they know that it had to work for them. This is actually a sad thing in my opinion. But maybe there is people out there that just find this like a good opportunity to actually play in a game like Epic 7, but instead of starting a game after many years of their launch, they can start it since the beginning of the game and start at the same time than everyone else. And to this, I will say that you are right. And this is probably a great opportunity for all of that people. But for me, it kinda seems like a lost opportunity of trying something completely new. But hey, having a new game coming from this company is always a good news. I'm sure that the game will stay alive for a long period of time as Epic 7. Snowbreak Containment, the new 3D science fiction RPG shooter that will release globally on July 20, has released a new character trailer presenting the new character called Frithia Ignis. Following this news, the game will start a closed beta test on May 30, so I'm sure that we will have a lot of news about the game soon. This closed beta test will be probably the last beta before the upcoming release, so I hope that the developers can act properly after receiving the upcoming feedback and make the necessary changes in the next month before the global release. As I have mentioned last week, the game has been developed by Season Games and you can already pre-register. Higan Eruthyll, the new real-time action strategy that was released 1 month ago, has released a new character trailer for the new character called Basil. Basil will be a new character of Ice Element. He will deal physical attack damage and will combat as a melee character. He will have AoE damage and a lot of crowd control abilities, so he will be an interesting character to help your team in difficult situations. I honestly stopped playing Higan Eruthyll after the first week of their global release. Not because something bad happened to me inside the game, but just because the game was unable to trap me. The story wasn't that interesting in my opinion. I actually liked the voice acting of the game, but the plot was nothing special. If someone that watched my videos is still playing Higan Eruthyll, please don't be shy and let me know in the comments. I'm just curious about it. I have told you last week that you should mark May 26 on your calendar, if you were interested on the upcoming update of Honkai Star Rail, because on that day they have presented the upcoming version 1.1 of Honkai Star Rail. This new version will bring 3 new characters to the game, a brand new 5-star playable character called Silver Wolf, a brand new 5-star playable character called Luocha, and a brand new 4-star playable character called Yukong. This will be followed by 3 new light cons, one for each 5-star character and one light con of less rarity. We will have a new location on the city of Belobog. This new location will be a new history and culture museum. We will also have 3 new events. Give Odyssey. This will be the typical 7-day login rewards. The reward is actually a free multi, so this is actually not bad at all. Starhand Game, an event where it seems like we will have to find some graffitis around Herta Space Station, and the third event will be something about the new museum. Silver Wolf will be a quantum type character following the path of nihility, and it seems like she will be a great debuff character, so stay tuned if you wanna know more. Luocha will be an imaginary type character following the path of abundance, so basically he will be a new healer. And Yukong will be an imaginary type character following the path of harmony, and she will be a really interesting buff character. Following all of these changes, we will have some new companion missions. They are finally adding the friend chat where we could finally be able to chat with our friends inside the game. They are adding an enemy navigation to make our life easier when we are farming some materials dropped by enemies, and they are adding the chance to encounter the Lost Trotters while we are exploring the map. I honestly think that this new update seems fine for being the first update of the game, but I would like to see a roadmap or something like that to know when are they planning to update the game with new story or some bigger events. I guess that we have to wait for now. How do you feel about it? Tower of Fantasy has presented a new trailer for their upcoming new character. The new character is called Rubilia. Rubilia will be a new DPS type hero of Vault Element. Her Satyr is 10, so it's actually fine, but her good point is her charge, with 12 points on this effect. We can see how her design fits perfectly with the global atmosphere of the game. Her suit has some technology equipped that work kinda as wings when she attacks. We don't have a release date for now, but continue with Tower of Fantasy, they have announced the upcoming release of this game for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. The announcement was made by an official trailer of the game, but it felt kinda weird for me, that the video is to present the upcoming release in these consoles, but they don't even say a date or at least if the game will be released on summer, autumn or when. So presenting the game for PlayStation, but not giving a date at all, it feels like an empty announce for me. But hey, I always like to see how the genre is expanding to PC or consoles. Black Clover Mobile, the new game of this famous anime, it's available to pre-register. This game will be a new turn-based RPG with gacha elements. The game was released recently on Korea and Japan, so I'm sure after watching this trailer that the upcoming global release is around the corner. It seems like June 30 will be the date of the launch, but I will confirm it in my next videos. The game has been developed by Garena International too, and I guess that this is the international part of the company of the same name called Garena. Garena are the developers of some really famous games like Free Fire, Arena of Valor or Call of Duty Mobile for example. So the team behind this game is actually a team with a lot of experience on this market. So let's see if this will be finally a decent game based on this anime, because I have tried so many games of Black Clover already in the past, and most of them were pretty lazy developed that just felt like totally cash grabs. Hopefully Garena will do better than those other games of the past. To finish, I just want to remind you that the collaboration of Re:Zero with Alice of Fiction is happening today on May 29, so go check it out if you're interested. And that's it for today's video, I hope that I have helped you. Thank you so much for watching, leave a comment, drop a like and consider subscribing if you wanna see more videos of news in the future, and see you in the next video. Ciao!